Thanks for choosing this free Anfield Index podcast. If you'd prefer to listen to this or any of our other shows without adverts, then now's the time to check out Anfield Index Pro. With AI Pro, you can supercharge your entire listening experience. You'll not only get all of our podcasts without the ads, but you'll have them far faster with our quick publish feature available exclusively for subscribers. AI Pro also puts you in the heart of our sound studio, with an option to listen to many of our shows live and interact with the podcasters in real time as the shows are recording. Upgrading couldn't be easier. AI Pro is available on all popular podcast platforms, and we have our own apps for Apple and Android. Just head on over to AnfieldIndexPro.com and get started today.
Hello and welcome to Daily Red, your lunchtime catch-up on all things Liverpool FC on a Monday after Taki Minamino completed his move to AS Monaco, a fee in the region of 12.9 million with some add-ons that should bring it to about 15.5. So Liverpool will more than double their money overall once the add-ons are paid on. Taki signed for 7.25 million from Red Bull Salzburg in January of 2020. He had a bit of an unfortunate run at the club in that he joined. We were going for the title. There wasn't really many opportunities for him to play. And then COVID hit and then things got really weird. And he struggled to adapt, struggled to settle into the team. There wasn't a natural position for him in the team. He went on loan to Southampton. It went okay, but they decided not to make it permanent. He came back, and to his credit, this past season he was very good. When given the opportunity, he was very good. 10 goals in 24 games is really impressive when you consider that it's not like it was 24 starts. In no way could you confuse that with 24 starts. What Taki managed to do was score 10 goals in 1,011 minutes. He scored 3 in the league in 11 appearances. Those 11 appearances totaled 178 minutes. So he scored better than 1 goal every 60 minutes in the Premier League. In the Champions League, he made 3 appearances for 216 minutes. In the FA Cup, 4 appearances, 3 goals, only 230 minutes played, so a goal every 77 minutes or so. And then in the EFL Cup, 4 appearances, 4 goals, 1 assist, 387 minutes, a goal scored every 97 minutes. And when you factor in the assist, obviously it lowers that down. 11 goal involvements for Taki in just over 1,000 minutes. It's a very, very productive season. Really unfortunate not to be involved in either of the finals, League Cup, FA Cup, considering he played such an important role in getting Liverpool to both. But that is how it is, unfortunately. So Taki goes. We know Divock is gone, and we know Sadio is gone. Now it remains to be seen who else will follow them out the door. It does look very likely that Nico Williams will go. Marco Grujic and Harry Wilson have made their moves permanent. Ox could still go. James Pearce today in The Athletic saying that Liverpool will not stand in his way if an offer comes in of around 10 million. And you'd imagine there will be someone out there that will want Ox at that kind of fee. And you'd imagine he'd also be quite keen to go and play more regularly. Now, with the 3 boys gone from the attack, Taki, Divock and Sadio, Liverpool have to replace a lot of goals next season. Sadio scored 23. Taki, as I've just said, scored 10. That's 33 goals. And then you factor in 6 from Divock. That's 39 goals Liverpool need to replace next season. Obviously, Darwin will play a big part in that. And there'll be an expected uptick from Luis Diaz in terms of his goal scoring. But you've also got to factor in, will Mo still score at a historic level like he did the first half of last season? Or are we going to see more of what we saw in the second half of the season where he was struggling for goals? Can Jota maintain the level that he showed this past season in terms of his goal scoring? Is Fabinho likely to score as many goals from holding midfield? Now, I think it's fair to say we probably won't take the domestic cups, as seriously in the season ahead. I think there'll be more focus and emphasis put on the Premier League and on the Champions League because we fell short in those. So maybe we don't need as many goals, but still, replacing three guys who got you that many is going to be tough. And obviously Fabio Carvalho comes in. He will offer a goal threat as well, but it's a big step. It's actually funny. I didn't realize how little Divock played this past season. Only 7 appearances in the Premier League. Taki played more often in the Premier League. I know Divock was injured for a while, but still. Over the weekend, Liverpool were linked with the signing of Otavio from Porto. Now, Neil Jones has come out and said there's no truth in that. And that's a bit of a shame. Is he the best we could get? No, absolutely not. But he is a good player and he could fit quite well into how we play. But if there's nothing in it, there's nothing in it. So there's no point in really dwelling on that matter. Liverpool's youngest ever goal scorer is on trial at Preston North End. So Ben Woodburn having a trial at Preston North End. Best of luck to him. That'd be a great landing spot for him. There is an article on This Is Anfield entitled How Steve Highway Was Much More Than On the Wing for Liverpool FC. If you listen to the most recent edition of Raw, which is the first Raw Retro, myself, Trev, and Jim Boardman discussed the 77 European Cup final, where Steve Highway, one of the 3 or 4 best wingers to ever play for the club, actually played as a second striker just off Kevin Keegan and was outstanding. And if he played in the modern game, Steve Highway would be incredible with his flexibility, his versatility, his ability to play a multitude of positions. You could imagine him as something of a number 10. There's a really good piece here, ranking Michael Edwards' top 20 deals for Liverpool. So number 20, making money on Bobby Duncan. So for those who may have forgotten, Bobby Duncan is Steven Gerrard's cousin. And we signed him from Manchester City as a young player. He had very big ideas about himself, decided he should be playing first team football and pushed for a move. And Michael Edwards sold him to Fiorentina for 1.8 million. Fiorentina dumped him to Derby a year later for little or nothing, having made no impression there at all. And from there, his career has just sort of become a bit of a mess. Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. All the talent, but a really poor attitude and a really big ego, unfortunately. Tried to force his way out of Derby last year as well. And, just an excellent effort from Michael Edwards to get any money for him. Kostas Tsimikas signed for 11.75 million, comes in at 19. Selling Rafael Camacho to Sporting for 5 million rising to 7 is 18. Selling Taki or buying Taki and then selling Taki obviously comes in at 17. Konate at 16. Luis Diaz at 15. Thiago brought in at 14. Selling Danny Ward for £12.5 million is number 13. Getting 20 million for Danny Ings is number 12. Harvey Elliott for 4.3 million is number 11. Getting Jota and getting good money for Kian Hoiver is number 10. Selling Rhian Brewster for 23.5 million is number 9. And that transfer has turned out to be a disaster for Sheffield United and for Brewster. Fabinho is number 8, getting 26 million for Sacco, considering how things ended. Alisson comes in at number 6, making a £14 million profit on Dominic Solanke, comes in at number 5. Van Dijk is number 4. Mo Salah for 37 million is number 3. Andy Robertson in for 8 million. Kev Stewart out for basically 8 million. A basic swap deal of a player we took off the scrap heap for one of the best left backs in the world. That's the best move. I'm sorry, that should be number 1. And transforming the club with the sale of Coutinho is the one he's marked down here as number 1. A little bit surprised Sadio Mane isn't in this list. Some other ones that I do get a mention here. Getting 21 million from Bournemouth for Jordan Ibe and Brad Smith. That is a hell of a deal. Selling Joe Allen to Stoke. Joe Allen has actually just left Stoke. Christian Benteke, 32 million. That's a great sale. Signing Joel Matip. And then Mane and Gini Wijnaldum get honourable mentions, but I think Sadio probably should have been somewhere in that top 20. Anyway, good list. Hard to argue with any of them, really. Liverpool have a new feeder club as perfect FSG transfer scenario will benefit Jurgen Klopp, says Liverpool.com. And this is about Red Bull Salzburg. They're not going to be a feeder club for us because they're a feeder club basically for Leipzig. But, you know, Liverpool offer Naby Keita as straight swap for £15 million man amid Mohamed Salah contract threat is the Media Digest piece here. I can only imagine this is going to be some absolute nonsense. Liverpool make offer for Dembele. No, they didn't. Liverpool offered to swap Naby Keita for Adrian Rabiot. Absolute nonsense. And Robbie Fowler believes that Mohamed Salah made a threat to Liverpool when he said he would definitely be at Anfield next season, because that means the possibility of him leaving as a free agent is opened up. Right, great. Liverpool can seal ultimate Moneyball transfer in 4 days to complete Jurgen Klopp attack. This is Paulo Dybala. It's not really a Moneyball signing. Raheem Sterling and Bernardo Silva proves Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp edge over Man City. I'm not really sure how, considering Sadio Mane just left. So how is Sterling leaving any different to Mane leaving? Cristiano Ronaldo has proven Liverpool right again as Virgil van Dijk transfer reality clear, yada, yada. Bid on Otavio, we can put that one in the bin. Liverpool transfer failure must be rewritten as FSG could make 8 times their investment. This is about Awoniyi, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, no, it's not. It's about Ben Davies. Look, he was signed to sell at a profit, so I don't know how it would be a failure. It might not be the most exciting thing in the world, but it can't be really seen as a failure. Special Liverpool transfer being confirmed means FSG's 50 million investment is paid off. So this is Trent Coney-Doherty, young Irish international, a winger, plays both sides. He's been in the first team at Derry City already. He is from Northern Ireland, but plays for Southern Ireland or the Republic of Ireland. And because of his birthplace being in Northern Ireland, being part of the UK, it made it easy for us to sign him. So we get him coming in. We get Ben Doak coming in. So that's 2 very exciting young wingers being added to the ranks. Quite excited to see how this kid does. He's very, very highly regarded. Very, very exciting player. Serious pace, great one-on-one ability, and apparently has a brilliant attitude as well. So, yeah, that's quite good. Quite good to know. It got me thinking, though, signing those two wingers. It's not all that long ago that there was a lot of talk that Liverpool were going to be in the market for another young winger. And if you remember, he came across and had a trial with us, Jaquil Marshall-Rutty, the young Canadian winger, who can also play a little bit at right back. So he had a trial at the club, but there's been nothing more on that. So I'm curious to see what happens there. He's another very exciting player that is definitely one we should keep an eye on. Last but not least, then, AnfieldIndex.com, new piece up from the machine, Stephen Smith, entitled Raheem, a no-brainer. And I agree, it is a no-brainer. If Raheem is available and if he wants to move, we should facilitate that move. Raheem would improve our team. Raheem one side, Diaz the other, Salah and Nunez through the middle. Job done. Podcast-wise, there's loads of new ones. And Downey has made an appearance for the summer. He's had himself a busy week. So there is the Raw Retro that I mentioned. There is an AI Pro Plus, which is Trev and Dave Davis looking at potential outgoings at Anfield, any potential incomings, and having a look at other deals around the league. There is episode 328 of the Anfield Index podcast. It is Trev, Cam, Lisa Marie, and Kopak talking about Mane and a few other bits. So give that one a listen. And then the big guns made an appearance. So as part of the season review that Nina and Guy have been doing, Nina spoke to both Eddie and Greg Hopcroft, the King of Scotland and the Hand of the King, and got their views on the season. So check that one out as well. And that's it. That is me for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed listening to this Anfield Index show. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel so future podcasts find their way to your device automatically. There's nothing quite like fan engagement, and we'd love to know what you think of anything discussed on this show. The best way to get in touch is over on our free Discord community, where both podcasters and listeners debate the hottest LFC topics 24/7. Sign up free now at AnfieldIndex.com/Discord. You won't regret it. You can also follow us on Twitter at Anfield Index and find us on Facebook by searching for Anfield Index. Oh, and before you go, we'd love it if you could leave us a 5-star review on your favourite podcast app. It only takes a couple of seconds, and it means the world to the people who create these free shows.